It's Sebastian again. Play a little more online. Okay, here we are. We're in Fabernum, just outside the gate. Take a walk over here real quick. This is as you're coming in here. Quarry. Just for a quick show here, we'll run over here. This is outside priest. There's one directly inside too, but this is more or less I guess if you were gray for some reason or even red, then I think you can use this priest without having to wait. So there's the priest. It's a little dark still, but it should be fine. The sun's starting to come out. Might be a little dark in town, but it's not bad. And this is inside. It's directly over here. You can see the sign storage right here. So this is Bank 1. And the trade brokers in this bank as well. You just sneak back through here. You get right into basically the trade area. Here's the butcher table. People are always here, raising their skills. The task manager. I call him the mailman. What to say, the word dirty or something? The magistrate. Here's the other priest, the town priest. See, it's a pretty tight town, really. And we'll start with these guys here. Got a bone vendor. Here we got a woodworker librarian. This one is a wood vendor. This one's a food vendor. Here's a reagent vendor. Mount equipment vendor. The bag vendor. Gotta have bags. We skipped these guys, didn't we? This one's a utility vendor. This one right next to it is a gear vendor. This guy here is a leather vendor. Pretty sure we covered all those now. This guy here is a guild vendor. We got a tabard vendor here. Yep, librarians here. Library. Now out here we have the house vendor and the workbench vendor. These guys sometimes, just recently they've been out here, they're usually in there and they get lost in there, so maybe that's why they put them out here now. But if you ever get here and find out they're missing, well, there's ways to get them back, but that might be for another video. if it's not fixed. If it's fixed, then it's not an issue. Hey, look, there's a cooking vendor. A lot of times, I don't know why, but these tools used to be in the utility vendor. In some of the towns, this guy is just hard to find. I'm missing him. In some towns, I don't even know where he's at. Okay, here we have another banker. This is kind of the other entrance into the town. We'll go out there in a second because there's some stuff to see, but this is basically the second bank in town. And just like the other guy, there's actually a banker here too. But it's kind of like the librarians in MK. He's missing somehow. Sometimes what you can do is log out here and log back in, and you have this banker here. But there's a banker right out here, so only in special cases would you really need to do something like that. Right. Just a couple more little things. I try not to get lost. Now this town is so small, it's really nothing. I just forget where this machine is sometimes. It's in one of the corners. And then we also got a hidden book guy. And the armor crafting stuff. This is probably where the tool is up here. Anyway, this here is actually the table for doing the herbs and stuff. I forget what it's actually called. We'll cover this real quick. Crafting tutor. Here we have a furnace. There's another furnace too, but that's one. A weapon crafting table. There's a couple here. Armor crafting table. Same couple here. Shield crafting table. Alright, I'm going to sneak around this back way right here to this guy, but you can go around the building the other way too. Here's the Shady Librarian. He's just basically, like I said, I came around there's these stairs, or this far end down here right by the crafting tutor. Yep, so that's him. I don't know why I have so much problems finding this machine. I never really used it here, so maybe that's it. Here it is in this room. Nautilus. Okay, see, there's that banker, the one that's supposed to be in that building. Mystery solved, huh? If you get up on the roof, you don't think you can talk to him up there. Pretty sure I covered most everything in here. There might be something upstairs in one of these places, but we're gonna go out here for now. This is the back side of the other entrance to the town. It shows the graveyard out this way, I mean, I guess, but really if you head out the other side of town and just follow the road, the graveyard will be on the one side, you'll see it. I mean, it's kind of over there too, over the hill, but it seems like it'd be easier the first time to find it going down the hill. There's this whole tower thing. I could run through there too. We'll get this equipment real quick first. Extractor tutor. Mining area. This is, I think this is where they pretty much consider the backdrop of Fab. You can get down and up from that rock or just drop down here and get down. And then Krenesh, the red town, is like right there, so there's can be a lot of red activity here and down in there. Tendrums that way. Here's a crusher. This machine's a grinder. Right here, grinder. Let's run to this tower real quick, just because. And like I said about the graveyard, if you do get in the graveyard, there's like a dungeon thing there too, more or less underground or whatever there. And there's just a couple of vendors in here, or librarians or whatever they are. Here is looks like an armor crafting table. Never even used it. It doesn't seem to be working, but that's what it looks like. It says Armicust Librarian. I can't even pronounce that. Oh, it's metals and stuff. Steel lore, tongue steel lore, crafting, poleaxe heads, plate armor, tendric plate. So I guess that's an important one, huh? This table might not even be usable. I know there's a way to go up higher. I'm missing it somehow. All them drapes. I'm pretty sure there was one more guy. Hiding up here. What does it say? Hestilius Librarian. Feint techniques, poleaxes, spear, stance, heavy armor training. Yep, and then this is just a loop. There's a basement to this as well, but I don't think there's a vendor or anything down there. Or any tables or anything. I could be wrong. See, now here's a weapons table too. It's just not letting me activate it, so I don't know if that stuff really works or not. Round and round we go. I don't want to run the tape too long. That looks like it's a bad idea anyway. I remember I've been down there before, but I remember at one time, way down there was a way to fall through, and I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Now, off the top of my head, well, we got all these learning guys too here. This is stuff we'll get to. I think I hit the combat tutor already. This is a mushroom vendor. This is basically the starting point for the town. And the other mushroom vendor. These are the two armor guys. Tendrip. Coloreding. Said I'm not the best reader or pronunciation person to pronounce these things. Taming tutor. Gathering tutor. Now I'm just going to run up to that one, up them stairs in that one building and see if there's actually something up there. And I believe that's all I got to show here for now. See that graveyard sign? I guess if you go over that hill, you would pretty much be there. If you got to this town, you almost had to have seen the graveyard when you came in. There's a tower up there. Which one of these buildings had the upstairs? Right here. This is the one I was thinking might have something up there. Nope. I don't know why I was thinking there was something up here, but oh, I do know one thing. Back at the other bank. This is a pretty convenient thing right here because the bank storage being right down here. Here's a furnace. This can be used as a furnace. And that makes it real nice because you can just go right from the furnace to the bank to the furnace. Makes it pretty easy. Alright, for now that's Fabernum.